Minnesota Fighting Vikings take on the Philadelphia Eagles Monday Night Football. Let's go, baby. Try and start the season 2-0 would be a big-time win on the road against an NFC opponent that is on the rise. And one of the big reasons why is Jalen Hurts. That's right, the third-year quarterback, formerly of Oklahoma, formerly of Alabama. He is starting to really get things together, going to be a stud in this league. Big-time arm accuracy. Needs a little bit of work, but the movement skills. He's one of the most mobile, agile, hostile quarterbacks in the National Football League. So here are 5 keys for the Vikings to stop Jalen Hurts. Ed Donato's crew, they gotta get it done, man. Like, you can't play sad sack quarterbacks like Aaron Rodgers every single week, man. Gotta get it done. Key number 1 is shutting down Jalen Hurts. Tinker, Taylor, Soldier, Spy. That's right, quarterback spy, a concept that goes back to Madden, but having one guy on defense, just always keep an eye on numero uno, seeing what he's doing, matching and marrying him. It's very similar to how Antoine Winfield Jr. and the Vikings shut down Michael Vick and the Eagles on Tuesday Night Football back in 2010. So this could be Eric Kendricks. This could be former Eagle Jordan Hicks. This could be Harrison Smith. Because this could be Cam Beasley, Cameron Bynum, or to a degree, this could be the young guys, Lewis Cine, or Jalen Hurts' former Oklahoma teammate Brian Asamoah. Now, I think Cine Asamoah probably unlikely, but I think that this is going to be a tailor-made Eric Kendricks game because he's playing that inside linebacker spot in the new 3-4 defense. He's going to have eyes on Jalen Hurts the entire game. He's still got great movement skills and great range. So I think that this is going to be a massive Eric Kendricks game. Next up, key number 2 for shutting down Philadelphia Eagles quarterback Jalen Hurts. Hurts so good. That's right, the mush rush. Now, this is going to be a term that's going to be tossed around the broadcast quite a bit, but generally, when you're rushing the passer, especially immobile quarterbacks, you want to get upfield, you can get around the horn with that bend, and then you have a chance, if you're on the blind side, maybe a strip sack, or at least getting in that quarterback's grill. Now, when you have a mobile quarterback like a Jalen Hurts, like a Lamar Jackson, that's usually not good because you're going to open up those rush lanes, especially if you're rushing on the open side of the field. So it's right where they can see it, and they can take off, and they can kill you, especially if you're in man coverage and all the DBs' backs are turned. So that's no good there. So it's going to be a little bit more of a coordinated effort. And I think you're going to see a lot more power, a lot more bull rushes from even the edge rushers. And you're going to try and drive your offensive lineman back into Hurts' field of vision, try and disrupt the pocket to a degree. But also you want to keep yourself open, especially if you got your hands on the breastplate, you're able to turn your offensive lineman. So you have both edges. So you have both sides where you can turn him. And if Jalen Hurts comes into your zone, you're able to still make a play on it. Because over pursuing a running quarterback is the death knell. Like, that's how big plays open up downfield. It's going to have to be pursuit football. Everyone, every single level, always having Jalen Hurts on your inside shoulder, always pushing him back towards pursuit, always pushing him back towards players chasing down, trailing backside. Also, not losing your lane discipline. Even if you're on the backside, making sure that you have your discipline and make sure that you have your assignments checked. Next up, key number 3 for the Vikings to shut down Eagles quarterback Jalen Hurts. You got some other A.J. Brown. So A.J. Brown was the apple of Jalen Hurts' eye week 1, 150 yards receiving. Devontae Smith had 0. Goose Egg D'Angelo Russell catches on 4 targets, and it is going to have to be the A.J. Brown show, and the Vikings are going to have to really look into shutting him down, whether it be Patrick Peterson, whether it be Cameron Tiny Dantzler, maybe having Dantzler travel with his fellow former SEC brethren. Well, same thing with Patrick Peterson, whatever, but travel, press, getting safety help over the top, because A.J. Brown is going to be the primary target for a lot of Jalen Hurts' passing attempts, and Jalen Hurts, he's still getting it together as an NFL passer, so to a degree he does lock on to that first read, maybe second read if you want to count Dallas Goedert. So if you take away A.J. Brown, if you can shut down 11, get after him, double, triple team him, anyone else in the building can beat you except for A.J. Brown. I think it's going to make things a little bit tougher on Jalen Hurts, especially if you do employ the mush rush and the spy as well. So you got someone watching Hurts' every single move. The pass rush isn't over pursuing, so you're not opening up these big running lanes, and you're taking away the number 1 read. I think that's a great way to make Jalen Hurts play left-handed. Next up, key number 4, shutting down Hurts. RPO discipline. So that's where over last year, as well as in the game against Detroit, that's where the Eagles picked up a lot of chunk yardage, whether it's RPO looks, whether it's just straight up a running play between Hurts and the running back, or Hurts and the running back, as well as you have a passing option. Well, obviously it's an RPO. So you have to play disciplined football with that. So you have to keep your assignments, whether you have Hurts, whether you have the running back, whether you have the passing lane, whether you have anything. So it really does come down to assignment football. And it's a lot like when the guys were playing in college. It's a lot when the guys are playing in high school. They have to maintain that discipline, maintain their assignments, not play hero ball out there. And I think the Vikings defense is certainly capable of doing that. Lastly, key number 5 for shutting down Jalen Hurts: tackle on first contact. Now, this one seems pretty obvious, except it isn't always. And Jalen Hurts he's got great mobility. Also, he's got some good power for a quarterback. So he's got good size. And the Vikings, they need to bring him down whenever you ever get first contact on him. Because if he breaks the tackle, especially if there isn't very good pursuit on the backside, I mean, it's going to be kind of a long day. So that's exactly what they got to do. They got to wrap up. They got to make tackles when they're available. And I do think that Kendricks and Hicks and Ed Donatel and Daniil and Za'Darius and Crew and Harrison friggin' Smith can get this thing done. I think this is a great test. The first game against Green Bay, yes, no Devontae Adams, yes, no Allen Lazard, yes, no top 2 tackles, and you had Aaron Rodgers, whatever. But this is a big-time test. You have to shut down great quarterbacks who can make dynamic plays. Jalen Hurts is becoming one of those guys, and A.J. Brown is one of the better wide receivers in the National Football League, and they can run the ball, and the Eagles' offensive line is friggin' legit. So big-time test for Ed Donatel's squad, but I think they can get it done. Those are 5 keys for shutting down quarterback number 1 in Jalen Hurts. Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work, put a little something in the Venmo. But till next time, Skull Production Value.